Yay! Oh, man. Shaun, Katie, Shaun. Rocky 4. Do you know which one that is?
The fourth one.
Oh, well, yep. At least we've narrowed that down. Any ideas? Well, actually,
I don't know Rocky, so that's not a very fair question.
This is going to be one of those things where, a bit like the Halloween one.
Yeah, I
right,
just
okay,
make
so
a
name.
mockery of
so
myself.
There's been
so I know the first one.
There's six Rocky films. There's Creed, but we're not going to count Creed. So who's the bad guy in the first one?
Isn't it not? It's I know it's the guy that dies in the second one, isn't it? The guy that gets killed, isn't it? Is it not him? I just should have remembered myself again.
Could have just said a name.
After you make me self-conscious because I did this with Halloween.
Okay.
No, right. Because that's it, isn't it?
Okay,
no?
so there's.
I can't remember his name, but isn't it?
Let's just map out what you think the 6 films are. Okay, so the first one you think he fights a guy.
No, it's the guy that ends. It becomes his mate, and then he dies.
Didn't know his name?
No, I can't remember his name. I don't want to say something idiotic.
Apollo Creed. Right.
I was thinking that, but I thought it'd be Among Us. I thought it'd be one of those things like Edward Scissorhands where you'd be like,
No. So you think the first one he fights him, the second one
he dies. He gets killed by that blonde guy, the one that's like steroid weirdo.
Third one.
I honestly can't remember.
Just pick a 70s to 80s star, and guess. No. Fourth one.
Does he come out of retirement for like the 5th time or something? I don't know.
I don't
know, Shaun.
Fifth one.
I don't know.
And
I didn't even know there was more than 4.
Rocky Balboa. Any idea? That's the 6th one.
No. I have nothing.
Okay, so now that we've summed up how little Katie knows about Rocky, because obviously the success of the Snyder Cut, everyone wants their own cut of a film. All the directors come out with their own
this is?
film. Yeah. So they are releasing an Ultimate Director's Cut for Rocky 4. And we're just going to watch the trailer, and then I'm going to tell you afterwards how wrong you were with that guess. Don't worry though, because the internet will still take your side.
You always do this.
It's
embarrass me with my lack of movie knowledge.
Fun.
It's not fun for me.
It is fun. Just think how much fun I'm having.
Yeah, good for you. Just embarrassing me. I was more like reserved though. I didn't want to say something idiotic like Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, don't worry. You still said some silly things.
Did I really?
Mm-hmm. So this is the trailer for Rocky 4, the Ultimate Director's Cut.
Okay.
And we're just going to react. You can tell us what you think down in the comments. But,
when did Rocky 4 originally come out?
Like 1970 something.
Okay.
Just like a look.
After more than 35
years. Bloody no. 40 minutes I've never before seen footage. That's great. Right, let's watch. I want you to realise how wrong you were with that.
Oh, is this the one where he fights the weird?
Drago is a super athlete. I know I can beat him.
Oh yeah, this is this one. I got it in the wrong way, didn't it?
You got nothing more to prove.
Yeah. I said he died in the second one.
A lot wrong.
Yeah. I knew he died. I knew he fought some weird Russian guy.
Stand in my corner.
One last
time.
He doesn't actually ever stand in his corner apart from this fight.
I did not come to lose. Perhaps this simple defeat will be a perfect example of how pathetic your society has become. You're my friend. I should stop this fight. Don't do this to me.
So this is that film where it was like, it was a metaphor for the Cold War at the time.
Soon, Cold War will know my name.
Drago.
I let it happen. I gotta take everything he's got.
It's very interesting.
He's had one professional fight, and one man is dead.
It's suicide!
You can't win.
Can't win!
There's gonna be a time when you're gonna have to do things that other people don't think are right, but they're gonna be right for you. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You know it's serious when Sylvester Stallone has a beard. For the greatest fight in cinematic history. Interesting.
All your strength, all your power, all your love, everything you've got.
You know what to do. Do it.
The words weren't the same as the mouth.
He's not a machine. He's a man.
He's a man.
Be more man than him.
I must break you.
Rocky is in serious trouble.
Breathe. Don't be scared.
Get up, you son of a bitch.
Because Mickey loves you.
You beat him with heart!
Get up. Get up.
Get up.
Well, that just looks like another sort of grey, bloody montage. Oh, Rocky 4, Rocky versus Drago. This time, it's personal.
I wonder what's going to be like different, because obviously I don't really know much about Rocky, so I couldn't tell there what the different scenes were. Was there any scenes that you haven't?
Yeah. There was the bit, there's when he tells him not to stop the fight, he doesn't, in the normal version, he doesn't say, if you're my friend, you won't stop the fight. Then he doesn't say, I did not come here to lose. He only has like 3 lines in the thing.
No.
What other scene was that? There was another one that I've... But that whole compilation where you see him sort of go down and all of his people are talking to him because half of them are dead, that doesn't happen in the normal one. So yeah, this is how wrong you were with your original guess, right? Okay.
But I knew some stuff. I
Well, you
knew
knew
it.
that
I just
Apollo
didn't know.
Creed
I just
died.
didn't know what, where, and when.
So he fights Apollo Creed in the first film.
I think I got that right.
He fights him again in the second film.
Okay.
He fights Mr. T in the third film.
Okay.
Fights Drago in the fourth film. Fights his protege Tommy Gunn in the fifth film. Then Rocky Balboa, he's like 8-year-old and he comes out of retirement and fights the champion and draws.
Okay.
Does he draw? He might lose. He might lose, but he knocks him out. He knocks him down in the last round, and it's somehow good that the other guy beat an 8-year-old. And then obviously you get the Creeds when when Adonis Creed becomes his protege.
Oh, okay.
It's been a bit of a rocky. It's been a bit of a rocky road for the Rocky franchise. Because the first one was a bit sort of. A lot more people prefer the first one, but the second one's the good one. That's the one where you see, "Yo, Adrian, I did it." That's that film, and that's when the real sort of workout montages came into it. He does one in the first one, but it's not quite as.
It's good.
Yeah, because in the second one, his wife just gives birth, and she sits there and she goes, "Win," and then Mickey's like, "What are we waiting for? Let's go!" And they go out and they fight, and it's the when he's like running and stuff and all that stuff. And then the third one, Mr. T decides to mess everyone up. And then, yeah, this one.
Okay.
So could you guess the basic plot? Was it hard to fathom?
I understand.
It's not all that difficult of a plot, is it?
I mean, I knew one of the movies this happened. I knew one of the movies. As much as my knowledge would let me remember, it was his mate dies fighting this Russian guy, and then he fights the Russian guy, and then that's. I knew that happened at one point. I just couldn't remember which movie it was.
It's interesting that it's voted the best cinematic fight in history. Because what's the criteria for fight? Because if it's the best cinematic fight in history, just as in boxing match, probably. if it's just general
Well,
fights,
it might
then
have been
I
at
could
the time. Like at the time, it probably
yeah,
was.
but even then, I could. But it says in history.
Oh,
If it's not just boxing fights,
I
then
don't know.
I can name quite a few other one-on-one fights that were better. Can you think of any one-on-one fights that were better?
No, I'm crap when it comes to movies. I think I've proved that many times.
Okay then. Yeah. So for some reason, Apollo Creed comes out of retirement to fight the big scary new guy. Big scary new guy kills him because he's got superhuman strength.
Because he's on steroids. Is
Yeah.
that the right?
Because Russians cheat. That's the message this movie gives, because it's essentially an analogy of the Cold War between America
Right.
and Russia, and that's why at the end he gives the big speech where it's like everybody can change, and it's like they all speak Russian, they don't know what you're saying. Oh no, wait, there's a translator. Oh, that was wrong. There's a translator who tells them all, but it probably doesn't sound as good through his voice as it does with Sylvester Stallone's voice.
Yeah.
It's a good film though. It's got easily the best music for one. It's got one of the best music collections of all time. When you hear about musical scores, this is one of the best. Amazing music. It's all music when you sit down, you listen to it, you have to get up and you have to exercise. And then after like 5 minutes of exercise and you're like, oh good grief, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
But this is the one that's got like the super like fantastic montage where it's like hearts on fire.
Oh, okay.
Do you know?
The one where you saw him like,
Yeah, when he's doing this, he's going.
and he's like running through the snow and stuff.
Yeah, and he climbs up a huge mountain and goes Drago. Yeah, it's really cool.
How much did it say? 40 minutes of unseen footage.
Maybe it's about 2 hours long, and they're going to do it in another 40 minutes. But half of it is just going to be the black and white collection of like all his friends saying cool stuff, which is all that the fifth one was. Because when his protege knocks him down, he's like, originally in the script he was going to die, going to get killed in the street by his protege, and punched so hard because he has brain damage after Drago. Drago's the one that gives him brain damage.
Yeah.
Although, well, he already had brain damage in the first film. He was told not to box in the first film, and here he is getting punched off the hardest punch that he's ever seen with brain damage.
Yeah.
So he has even more brain damage. And then in the next film, it's got even more brain damage. Because, brain damage doesn't affect Sylvester Stallone. And he was going to die in the street, but then he has this sort of montage where everyone's like, get up, you son of a bitch. I didn't hear no bell. And he's...
He magically...
He might just be insane. So, like, Rocky might just be insane.
I mean, he's being played by Sylvester Stallone, so obviously it's going to be like a hard case.
I thought you were going to say
What?
he's being played by Sylvester Stallone, so he's obviously mental.
Oh, no. No. No, I
That
probably
would
could
have
have
been
said that. I
funny.
probably could have said that better, but no.
Yeah, that would have been a good joke. But you got to. I'm the offensive one.
Ah.
Sylvester Stallone is insane. See? Yeah. Would have been better if you'd said it.
Why?
I just sound like I'm starting a beef with history's angriest boxer.
No, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I've never really just sat down and watched a Rocky movie. I've seen them collectively. I've probably seen all of them at when they've been on, but I've never just sat down and watched all of them.
I think they're hard to watch. Some of them are really hard to watch. The first one's really hard to watch.
Well, it would be setting up everything, wouldn't it? Introducing all the characters, all the stakes, and all
setting up
the...
everything. It was supposed to just be a one-on film. Then he wrote the sequel, and then he wrote the third one, and then he wrote the fourth one.
To be honest, I didn't even know there was 6 of them.
The only really...
I knew they did the creeds because they've only they're newer, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I knew they'd done them, but I didn't realise there was 6. I thought they stopped at
The only good ones are the second, third, and fourth one.
the 5th and 6th were not good.
Nope. No, I don't particularly enjoy the first one either.
Oh.
And I didn't
Were
particularly
the
enjoy
Creed's
Creed.
good? Oh, were they not good?
I liked Sylvester Stallone in Creed. He was okay. Because he was a little less punchy and more... I'm actually quite good an actor.
Right. Good for him.
That's another thing that we should probably do. We keep making all these plans and we don't do them. We should probably go through and watch all of Sylvester Stallone's movies. Because the guy had some good movies. They're sort of red meat, manly, sort of monster truck movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sort of, you watch them, then you want to get up and you want to hit something. You know, you don't know what you want to hit, but you want to hit something.
Yeah.
Like a wall. A wall can't
Okay.
hit back. You know, like when Bruce Lee. Whenever you watch a Bruce Lee film, you want to go out and you want to like learn kung fu.
Right. No, I can't really say that I've experienced that.
Have you ever watched a Bruce Lee film?
I don't know, to be honest with
Here's
you.
another one,
I
viewers.
don't know.
Do you know
I'm
who
not very
do you
good
know
at
who
right.
Bruce Lee is?
Here's the issue. I'm not very good at names and placing the names with the. I probably know. I probably
You must know who Bruce
I will
Lee
probably
is.
know who he is by his face, but I just the name.
As if the name doesn't even give it to you.
I recognise the name. I just can't place the name with the face.
He's the guy who died because he was too strong.
I don't.
He's literally the guy that made famous making those sort of karate noises. You know the noise where you go, "Hoya!" It was him that did it.
It'll be this thing where I'll look and I'll just I'll.
Be like water. That's what he says. Be like water.
Okay.
Flowing. Bruce Lee. Just there.
Okay, I do know who that is.
As if you don't just know who Bruce
Because
Lee
I
is.
struggle to place names with faces. Okay, leave me alone. I even do that with people like now. I'll watch a movie and I'll struggle to remember who they are from the name.
Maybe I'm just weird. I'm probably just weird. It's okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably watch it.
Watch what?
Potentially this.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah, watch it when it comes out.
It's just weird though because it's not. It's like a. It's already like an existing movie. It's just it's just more scenes.
I'd say
It's not like it's a different movie,
Since
is
the
it?
Schneider cut happened, all directors want their own little cuts.
But isn't that just like extended versions? Because you get them now. They'll release like the cinematic version and then they'll release the extended cut, which will have all the extra scenes.
Oh, the director's cut.
The director's
Someone was like, "Where's the director's cut of Lord of the Rings, or the extended cut of Lord of the Rings?" And it's like,
There literally is one.
yeah, but they're like the one as it is now is like 19 hours long.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's Star Wars. It's like 11 hours long.
What? Just for the normal one?
No, the extended one.
Right.
It's about 11 hours long. But it's like, if you did like all the scenes that they took out plus all the scenes they wanted to film, it's something like
Like 20 hours or something.
it's
daft.
way over 20 hours. It's
something
massive.
daft. Yeah.
It's like 10 hours of film. It's like I'm sitting there and all the comments were like, yeah, yeah, give us it. We want 10 hours of Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. So yeah, that was Katie reacting to this trailer because she doesn't know films.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Because you watch the same films all the time.
I know what
Be
I like and I
adventurous.
watch it. I've seen them. I'm just not very like. They're just not my kind of movies. I have actually seen these movies. Just my lack of knowledge just tells the extent of how much I like enjoyed them. Maybe if I watched them now, I'd probably like them more because it's been so long since I watched them. But I
He
just
married Bridget Nielsen, you know. That was his wife. But she's Drago's wife in this because she was in a film with him called Cobra, where there's a big scary guy who upsets a woman, so he has to kill the guy.
okay.
He's part of Zombie Squad.
Okay.
That's another one we should watch. We should watch Cobra because everyone forgets Cobra. Cobra could be a new movie now, but no one will remake it because Sylvester Stallone is insane, and he'll probably kill them.
Okay.
I'm starting a feud with Sylvester Stallone. Me and him are going to fight.
It'll just kill you.
No, you know, like Justin Bieber started that feud with Tom Cruise, who's like nearly 60, and everyone was like, even Tom Cruise at 80 could still beat you up Justin Bieber. This is what this is. I'm starting a feud with Sylvester Stallone, and even though he's like 100, he could probably still destroy me with his bare hands.
With his thumb, he would kill you with his
He's
thumb.
probably got a very meaty thumb. You know, like a proper,
A chunk.
like a, yeah, you know, like Ratatouille. You know, the guy that just goes, and he throws the guy out the building. killed 2 guys with his thumb, and he stands there and he goes, goes flying up the thing.
God,
Anyway,
what is this
that's
video?
enough about Ratatouille. Tell us what you think down in the comments. What's your favourite Rocky? How silly was Katie with her guesses about Rocky?
They weren't that silly. I just couldn't remember which movie was what. Which?
what Sylvester Stallone films should we react to? Yeah, that's about it. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say? I can hear the dog
This
licking his
is
knackers.
written and directed by Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it was. They all were.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you not know the story about the first one? So he was poor, and he hadn't done any like acting jobs
Right.
before then, and he was like really, really, really poor. So he had to sell his dog, sold his dog to a different family, and then he managed to like write and direct this, and he bought the dog back
Oh, good for him.
because he became like a rich man after this.
I'm glad that was his top priority. Was his dog,
It was the dog.
as it should be.
Yeah.
That's how life is intended.
Whereas if I was like that, I would just feed the dog to the family.
That is
It's a
horrible.
joke. It's a joke. I wouldn't feed, but
Poor Archie.
I would
can
feed
eat
one of
Archie.
the
I'd
dogs.
put Archie
I would feed
on.
one of the dogs. I would keep the other
Poor
one
Archie.
to mentally recover. Was that it?
You turned something really like a genuinely nice story into something horrible by saying you'd feed our family the dog.
I know we wouldn't get very much made off him, would we? Maybe we just feed you to the family.
Try to say I've got more meat on us, like.
Then our 2-foot dog, yes!
Alright.
Doesn't matter if he's the fatten. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.